Hey guys, welcome back to Rave Culture Cast, your weekly guide to the EDM community, music festivals, and more. I'm your host, Emma Capotis. Welcome to the podcast, fam. Today we have an incredible episode all about Okeechobee Festival. So if you guys are first timers, if you're ready to do a camping festival and feel completely prepared, I've got my girl Taylor Bruno here, who is a 3-time Okeechobee vet, who is going to be sharing all of the important tips and information that you should know before attending Okeechobee. I will be going for the first time this year, so I personally soaked up all of the information that she shared in this episode. So we're going to be talking about everything from transportation, camping option, stages, navigating the festival, and all of the things in between. But before we dive into that, if you guys have ever dreamed of doing a cruise ship festival with 96 hours of nonstop music, theme nights, artist activities, a private island party, then you guys should join me on Groove Cruise 2024, which is the 20th anniversary sailing out of Miami. It's going to be my first Groove Cruise, and I could not be more excited about it. So my fam members, you guys can use the code RAVECULTURECAST, all one word, to save $50 off per person per room. It's going to be an incredible experience, you guys. Like I mentioned, we have room packages from interior rooms all the way up to different suites, club balcony suites, anything that you can imagine depending on your price point. Dining is included, and then there are drink packages available for purchase as well. I could not be more pumped about this. The 2023 cruise just happened. I had so much FOMO. People had the most amazing time. The vibes look immaculate. It is an incredible experience. We're going to be doing some fun stuff with Rave Culture Cast on board as well. So I can't wait to see you guys. Come party with me. I'm staying on the 11th floor if you want to book with me. Again, discount code Rave Culture Cast, all one word, and there will be a link down below in the description to book. All right, with that being said, let's dive into today's episode. All right, guys, welcome back to Rave Culture Cast. Today, I am super excited to welcome my guest, Taylor Bruno, who, quick background, we met at Imagine Music Festival in 2019 when she was a wee rave baby. I think you were like 19.
I was 19. Oh my God, what a time.
You were so young, and I was like, this girl is fucking awesome. And we've just known each other over the years. But before we dive into all things Okeechobee, I wanted to let you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you. So who are you? What do you do? Tell us all the things.
I'm Taylor, of course. Live in Miami, Florida. Currently, I bartend. I'm starting to get more into event ops. Last year, I worked ground control. I've been doing mostly that. I've been raving for 9 years. It's been a long run.
Damn.
It's going to be my third Okee. I'm super excited. I'm excited for you to experience your first Okee. It's going to be so fun.
Same. When did you start raving? How old are you?
15.
I think
my first rave was Corella. And you here in Miami. It was so fun.
Oh my, do you think did you get into rave? Well, just being from Miami, because you guys have such a good music scene down there. Is that why you got into it, or were friends into it?
Definitely. I always heard about Ultra and Music Week. It was so big in high school and everything. And I always loved the music. And when I went to my first rave, I didn't even know it was a rave. I just thought it was a concert. I went to my first one. After that, I was hooked.
Damn. So was Ultra your first festival too?
Ultra was my first huge one, other than Life.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Life in Color was the gateway.
That was the time.
To the rest. I think I might have told you this. I forget. I flew down to Life in Color Miami in 2016. Yeah.
Oh my God. I literally was at that one. Oh God.
Dude, that was the moment because I was 25 at the time, I think. And me and my friend flew down there for it because it was Jack U, Flossterdam. It's all my favorite people at the time. It was so good. Nightmare. And we were let's fly down because it was a 2-day. I think it was a 2-day event, maybe. I don't know. But I just remember walking through the gates and there were people online in braces. And I was this crowd is too fucking young for us. And it was probably
I think I was 16 at the time. So yeah, we definitely were not.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I can't believe we voluntarily let people throw paint on us. That was what was it.
It was a time. It was a time to be alive. Honestly, I kind of miss some of that. I was just thinking about it because I have a trap artist coming on the podcast soon. And I was I kind of miss that whole era of when I loved Yellow Claw, Floss, all that.
For sure.
So good. Yeah, I do miss that. But obviously depending on your shirt right now. What music are you into? Who are some of your favorite artists?
Oh, well, of course, I love, like my shirt says, I love house, techno, trance. Right now, I'd say like my favorite artists are John Summit,
Mm-hmm.
Tin Liquor. Who else off the top of my head? Cascade is my number one. You already know
Mm,
that. I love Seven Lions. I kind of love a little bit of everything.
yeah,
Other than like, I'm
some of the
not
big
really big
ones
on
there.
like bass or like dubstep. Used to be, not as much
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Yeah, I feel that. No, we have that in common, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I will well, we can chat a little bit about the lineup today too. But I figured for today, how I like to structure these, because this is just as much like me learning, like which is why I'm excited about it. But for anybody else who's like going to be a first timer at Okee this year, or maybe they just want to like spruce up on their camping, or they haven't been in a couple years, I kind of want to go through in order of like pre-festival. We'll talk about how to get there, transportation, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll talk like camping, and then we'll talk festival. So for everyone listening, we're going to go through like an entire guide of Okeechobee today, so you can get hype and feel prepared. But you've done 3 of them now, so are you ready to go this year?
Oh, I'm super ready. Last year I worked it, so now I feel like I'm even
Ah,
more ready. I'm like, I've seen it all.
hell yes. Okay, well then let me ask you off the bat before we like get into just questions and stuff. Like, what is it about this festival that brings you back? Like, any favorite memories or just reasons that you like to return?
I love Okee so much. I think it really is a community there. Like it reminds me a lot of Forest. Everyone's so sweet. They're always walking around like happy Okee. People are giving gifts
Mm,
out. The art is beautiful. Just the area itself too. Like it's a very like woodsy kind of area of Florida. You don't really get that down here. It's like
mm,
Central Florida area. I love the weather too. It gets like hot and cold at night.
mm-hmm.
There's so much to love about Okee.
Yeah, that's what I've been here at. Like everyone, not that I've obviously known this festival, it's a big festival, but every single person I've talked to has said the same thing. Like I haven't heard a single bad thing about it. It still sounds like even though it's growing as a festival, it's still like a tight knit
It is. Yeah,
community,
I know in
kind
Saudi
of.
has only owned it for like 3 years, but it was around before that as well. But
Hmm.
every year that I go, I always have a great time. I have no complaints
Yay.
at all.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. I'm excited to dive into
No
everything with
complaints.
you. No, that's good. This is perfect. That's why I'm getting hype. And I kind of like, I've talked about it a little bit, but this happened last minute for me too, because I just wanted to do something at the beginning of the year and it was between Crossed and Okee. And then it just worked out this way. I'm really excited about the lineup. I'm always down for a camping festival. I wanted to do more of them. And I'm pretty sure Beatbox is also going to be there,
Yeah,
guys.
they were
So
there last year too. I love Bebop.
yeah, we were on the fence. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, but we are going to be there. So now I get to like also see my coworkers and go a little bit with work too, which is really nice. Yeah. So pumped about all of that. But to start planning, you kind of touched a little bit on it, but in your opinion, since you wait, hold on. Can you hear me? Okay. Knocked my headphones
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Since you live in Florida, so you're going to be driving, correct?
yes, definitely.
Okay. What is like the best way to get there for people? What are some transportation options to get to Okee?
I would definitely say the best way to get there is driving. For me personally, you have somewhere to store your important stuff. It's always nice to have a car. I know this year they implemented the shuttles, which is a good option if you're like
Hmm.
coming from out of state and you don't want to spend the money like renting a car. That could be a good option, but I do
Right.
love driving. Having somewhere, to get it's really hot in the day, really hot. I love getting ready for the
Mm,
car with the AC on, you know.
true. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. That's what we ended up doing. So I know I asked you about like there was a couple of different airport options to fly into. I'm sure people have their travel booked already, but for future, it seemed like there was like almost 2 to 3 airports that were within a 2 hour driving window that any of them would have been good options to go into. I
Definitely like
think
Fort Lauderdale. Which one are you flying into?
we ended up doing Orlando because it was a
Okay.
little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think it said
That's
it
like
was a
two
little less
hours
than
too,
2.
right?
Yeah. It said like an hour 45 to 50.
That's not bad because like Miami's like 2 hours and 15, which isn't it's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. So we ended up going with I was looking at Palm Beach too, but New Jersey had all direct options to everything. So we did Orlando and then we're flying in Wednesday the day before. We literally picked a hotel next to a Walmart so we could just like do
That's
that all.
yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, we'll get our car rental, we'll go to Walmart on Wednesday, like clean that out because it won't be as crazy as the Walmart closest to
Oh yeah, there's
Okeechobee.
only one Walmart next to Okee, and it's
Yeah.
my first Okee I went. That was my first camping festival ever. Was
Oh
Okee.
no.
And
Yeah.
yeah, we went to the Walmart nearest, and Okee's such like that town is so small. Like
Hmm.
once you go, you'll see there's nothing but kind of like trailer parks. It's mostly like open land.
Yeah.
It was cleaned out by the time we got there.
That's what we figured. Yes, we were like, let's just do it all Wednesday. We'll get like a nice night's sleep, and then we'll just wake up like super early on Thursday and go. But it didn't look like there was any other early arrival options, right? Like everybody pretty much arrives
Yeah,
like
it's all on
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So how do we navigate that? What are the tricks? Like how have you done that in the past on Thursday?
My first year, I kind of made a mistake, got there a little bit late, and we waited like 4 hours. But
Okay.
last year, I worked the gates, so they opened it a little bit earlier. It was a little more faster. I know it opens at 9 a.m. There wasn't a lot of people in line as soon as it opened, but around like noonish, it started to get a little bit longer.
Okay.
I would say people are telling me they didn't wait longer than like an hour and a half. So
That's not bad at all.
yeah, it wasn't bad, honestly.
Okay, cool. I feel like with the lines now, like even with Camp EDC, as long as you like go to the bathroom before, you have snacks and water in there so you don't get hungry. And then other than that, like, yeah, I mean, is it different lines for VIP, do you know, than GA?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There's VIP and RVs. I would say the RV line, if you are camping an RV, is really long. I feel bad because they do thoroughly check through the RVs.
Right. That makes sense. What have you done in the past? I know you worked last year, but have you always done GA?
Yeah, usually always GA.
Okay. It seems like they have like, well, obviously like the biggest campground seems to be, I feel like GA can't go wrong, really.
I would say like bigger than like the festival grounds. The campgrounds are huge.
Damn. Okay, cool. I'm excited for that. All right. So get there early Thursday. Make sure you have everything. What you've kind of mentioned the location, but when you actually get there, like, I don't know if it's comparable to other festivals, but what is the actual like campgrounds like? How's the weather? Like, can you chat a little bit about the location?
I love the location personally, not the surrounding area, but
Yeah.
it's mostly grass. The cool thing about Okee is that for each campground, there's like a paved driveway that leads you there. So a lot of people bring bikes, scooters, roller skates to get you to the festival. If you end up getting there later, obviously your campsite's going to be a little farther. The farthest lot, I think, is like the pink lot, and it's almost like a 30-minute walk. It's a little steep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to bring something. I saw people saying to bring bikes.
Yeah, they have bike racks and stuff, so that's definitely a good option.
Okay.
It's a lot of walking.
Do they have the guys that like go on the bikes that bike you back?
Yeah. 2020 they had them. This past year they didn't, but I heard it was kind of like an insurance issue. So I'm really hoping that they bring them back because I rode them on 2020 and it was so much fun.
Okay. I was gonna say that's always a good option to have. And that's interesting to know about the cars. Everything is car camping, correct? Other than RV.
No, actually this year they implemented tent only camping, which is new. Usually before it was like you bought a wristband and car camping was included, but now you have to buy like a separate pass for car camping.
Okay, I'll have to check on that. I don't even think I
didn't realize that till a couple days ago. I was like, wait, I didn't buy my car camping pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I bought mine either, so I'll have to check that out. But okay. And then weather. How is the weather at Okeechobee?
I love the weather. It reminds me a lot of Forest. Like during the day, it's Florida. It's hot. It's humid. Definitely wear sunscreen. At night, it's really cold. Like it drops pretty low. I think the lowest last year was like 42.
Oof. So, yeah. Layers.
I would definitely be prepared for that. Yeah. I wore winter coats at night. That's how cold it was.
Also, just a quick reminder, guys, we still have Okeechobee tickets on sale. I am an Insomniac affiliate, so if you guys want to purchase through me and use my link down below, I very much appreciate it. That's what I'm coming over prepared with the layers because I'm such a little bitch in the cold. So
I am too. I completely feel you.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not fucking around. I have like cute outfits for the day, but like the minute that sun goes down, we did this. I've talked about this. I'm a big locker person now. Like as soon as I can, I get one because I just store so much shit. So we did get a locker inside the festival because I was like, I'm throwing joggers and my fur jacket in there.
Yeah, it's better than walking back to your campsite because that can sometimes it can take a little longer. Then you get there with your friends, you're talking, kind of time passes you.
Yeah. That's what I don't want to miss anything of. I did the same thing at Forest. We didn't end up getting a locker in time. So I just like had my heavy jackets like tied to my hydration pack the whole day. And I was like, I wish I had gotten one so we didn't make that mistake this time. But the one thing I was confused about from the map. So what's cool about this is you have like the lake there, right? Like there's a beach and you have a stage there. So are there some stages that are used outside the festival grounds? as well?
The layout of Okee is very unique. I would say like
Hmm.
Jungle 51 is like separated from all the other stages and has its own entrance. So
Oh,
do
interesting.
and now is also separated. And then Incendia, Okeechobee, and here are all kind of in like the same area.
Okay. But it's just like you, because that's what I was confused about. Because at Forest, like you obviously have the big gate and then Tripoli is right
Exactly.
after. It's not like that, right?
No, it's like it's a little weird, but I'm not mad about it because you
Yeah.
never wait in a line ever. There's so many entrances that you're
Oh,
never
nice.
waiting.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. I'm excited for that. Yeah, because
Jungle
I saw.
51 is literally its own land. Like you got to go through a separate entrance. It's far away from all the other
Ah.
stages. Yeah.
So what is your like day like typically? Like are you hanging out by that beach area? Is that like kind of the chill
I
area during the
love
day?
Okeechobee during the day. People usually bring like little floaties and they hang out on the lake. I'm a Floridian, so I know not to get into
Yeah.
like bodies of water in
Yeah,
Florida. I personally
fair.
wouldn't, but like I salute the people who do. It's
Yeah.
an option. In the
All right.
beginning of the day, I should just hang out like in the campsite. There is like
Okay.
activities and stuff. I haven't done any of those yet. I do. I want to this year.
That's what like I get excited about because I know they offer so many things and I'm like the first year is so hard because you're just taking it all in. So I feel like we won't really get to do too much, but I always like to check out at least like is there like a vendor village I'm assuming and like a main street
Yeah,
kind of thing?
it's Chobe. They call it Chobe Wobe Village, which is
Okay.
like where all the vendors are at. They
Yeah.
have a bunch of art installations. It's really cute.
Okay. I'm like it depends on what time you go to sleep the night before. That's going to
Exactly. And
determine.
almost everyone closes at like 7 or 8 a.m. So it's like,
Oh my God. What
yeah.
is it usually for you? Like do you go hard every single day or are you like
I like to say that I would love to say that I don't, but I do. I make
yeah.
that mistake every time. I just like get wrapped up in having so much fun that I'm like, oh, it's already 7 a.m. on day
Right.
one. Oops.
You want to take advantage of it though.
Exactly.
And I feel like the music we're into, like Jungle 51, is like
Oh,
that kind of music.
I literally live in Jungle 51, honestly.
Okay, that's been like one of the biggest drawing points for me. I've just seen those videos over the years and I'm like, I want to be
It's such a
in that
vibe.
stage. Yeah, it looks so cool. Okay. While we're talking about stages, I guess like let's spend a second here too. So you talked a little bit about the layout, but this is a multi-genre festival, which is awesome. So we're gonna have like a little bit of everything. But how would you describe each of the stages? Like, are they mixed genres? Is like Jungle 51 is a lot of house and techno?
Yeah, Jungle 51, I would say it's like strictly house and techno. Okeechobee can be like a little bit of a mix. There's like some house, mostly like bass and dubstep. Incendia, straight bass, rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of jazz. And then B and Now are kind of like where the main acts perform usually.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of mixed genre too. And here, the same thing, I would say mixed genres.
Yeah. Do you spend time at those stages too? Or are you just like,
I
yeah.
do, yeah. I love here. It's like the big like tent stage. It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's so pretty.
Nice. That one I'm really excited for. I think it's the Okeechobee one that's also covered, right? Or
Okeechobee
no?
has like a little tent area in front of it, but like
Okay.
directly in front of the stage, it's like open, it's sand kind of area. It's cute.
Got it. Okay. What are some like favorite sets from the past, like memorable sets?
Oh my God. Ugh, I'd have to say Dombreski at Okeechobee last year. It's one of my favorites.
Nice.
Peter Robinson at Now. Meg the Stallion last year too was a lot of fun. Out of my
Ooh.
comfort zone, but it was so much
Yeah.
fun. Cascade in 2020 at Here was another one of my
Mm,
favorite sets. And anything at Jungle 51, honestly, I lose track of who's playing there. I just
right.
for hours and it's always so much fun. Everyone has their little hammocks up, their
Yeah.
couches, and you just get the vibe and chill.
Sweet. Yeah, that's the stuff I want to make sure I am packing a lot with me, but I do want to grab like the Chilbo, like blow up couches
I
and
need to
stuff
get one
like
of those
that.
too.
Yeah, I don't have one yet, but I'm like, we need the stuff to just like chill around because it's just me and my like one girlfriend going. I've never gone with just one other person to a festival too. So we were like, we're kind of open to doing anything and everything, which is really nice because it'll be flexible. But I do want to hit at least like all of the stages once. That's my goal. So
Oh,
we'll
you
see if that
definitely
happens.
for sure.
Yeah, and I forgot I don't have the lineup pulled up right now, but I know like I personally do like because it is very bass heavy. She's a big bass head. I'm a big like house techno. I think it'll be cool because I do want to go see like Ella Stream and all those other types of artists that I wouldn't normally go see just to get something different. And I feel like when it's a camping festival atmosphere, it just like leans more on the bass side anyway. So we'll dabble in everything, I think. Did you have any like favorites this year that you were like, fuck yes, so excited they're on here?
Oh, definitely Township Rebellion
Oh,
and liquor. I know I saw
yes.
you at
We
Township
will be at those
Rebellion.
sets together.
You were the one who told me at Forest that it was Township Rebellion. I just randomly ended
Oh,
up.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
who is this? This is amazing. I loved it.
Oh my God. I know. That's why I said I was like, I will be reliving my Forest, my favorite like 4 hour
Right?
window. If they put them back to back again, I will be so fucking happy. I
Oh my
I agree with you. I'm on the same level as you. Okay. Camping questions really quick. So for camping setup, we talked about check-in, that was good. Bathrooms. I always gotta talk about bathrooms. What is the situation?
God.
How are the showers?
So, I mean, with the bathrooms, they're kind of just like every other festival in the beginning of the day. They're nice, but towards the end of the night, they're a
Not
little,
cute.
yeah, not cute at all. I'll definitely bring wipes with you and tissue because they do run out of toilet paper, I've noticed by the end of the night. The ones
Mm-hmm.
at the campgrounds are a little bit like less, gross, I would say, by the end of the
Mm-hmm.
night, 'cause less people are there. They're more hanging out on the festival grounds. The
Okay.
showers, the showers can get a little crazy. Like they clean up great in the morning and it's still a little bit cold, when the sun is rising. That's the best time to take a shower is right when they get
Mm-hmm.
cleaned, even though you will be like a little chilly walking back to your campsite. The lines don't usually get long till like it's really hot outside around like 9, 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get there as soon as possible. Or if you want to shower at
Okay.
night, that's a good option too. There's no line, but it's cold and it might be.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
never
I
had a
know.
problem with like the temperature. Every year it's always been warm, thankfully.
Mm-hmm. Just the
So.
typical stuff. Yeah. I think at Forest, like baby wipes were my best friend. I'm definitely gonna be bringing those again. But I ended up taking 2 showers throughout the weekend. And I know I'm
Yes.
pretty sure because I'm doing it through Insomniac, but I think it's VIP that we're doing. And I did read that those are like trailer bathrooms and stuff like that. So I'm like, I
Good.
hope they're a little bit better,
Yeah,
but
they
I guess
definitely
we'll
should
see.
be for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like the difference of that. I mean, it would be the dream is always to get an RV. I wish that was the
I
situation.
know, right? I wanted to as well, but we're already doing like a RV again for EDC. So I'm like,
Okay.
take it chill.
Yeah, for the heat, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. And then are there, because I haven't really read too much. I know, I guess maybe Jungle 51 is sort of the after party because it goes the latest, but do you notice people still doing like renegade parties in the campgrounds or anything?
Excuse me. Definitely. I love Okies like after Renegades. They're insane.
Hmm.
Definitely bring earplugs because you will
Yeah,
not be getting sleep in those campgrounds.
great,
At all.
great.
It's just there's always some crazy and in any spot in
Hmm.
VIP, regular, like people really go all out with their setups and I love it. It's a lot of
Hell
fun.
yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll have to walk around and check that out and just look at the RV area and stuff. Is it pretty much like you can walk around wherever too in the campgrounds, or do they check passes or not really?
I think they actually changed it because of how much renegades were going on. RVs used to
Okay.
be able to park like in GA, but they're
Yeah.
just having so many like crazy renegades. People were complaining. So I noticed this year that RVs are only in VIP or GA plus.
Okay. That makes
So
sense.
I think they're going to be a little more strict with people like going into those areas just because they're trying to like control all the noise.
Fair enough. Yeah. And then this is kind of standard, but I'm typically like, we'll normally bring breakfast foods, like muffins, like whatever easy shit that's like non-perishable. But as far as like the food in the campgrounds or the festival go, like any favorite things you like to eat there, anything good?
I usually always bring food with me, but I'm
Mhm.
such a like chicken fingers and fries kind of
Yeah.
girl. As basic as it is, you can't go wrong with those. Island noodles is usually always there. I'm
Yes.
not sure if they're gonna be there, but they usually are. So I'm hopeful.
They
They had
best be
a really
there.
good stand last year that was like fruit bowls and smoothies. That was like my go-to every morning.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I feel like it's so trial and error because I remember walking around like Forest had so many good options, but it was so hit or miss. Like some days I ended up picking shit that just was not good at all. And then other days it got really,
That's the
really
worst.
good. Yeah, I was like, damn it, these like tater tot fry things, like $15 and they suck.
No,
And then I go
that's
back
always
to
why
island
I just
noodles.
bring food because I'm like, I don't want it to be a hit or miss, especially with the
Yeah,
prices. Sometimes I'm like,
right, exactly. That's why we were saying we like debated bring cookware, but we're both flying in. So I have a camping festival YouTube video coming out for everybody. But if you are flying in, we were like, it's just so much easier to pack like peanut butter and jelly and yeah, like muffins, like breakfast food that we can eat quickly and then buy like one or two more meals inside the festival and just like eat a snack or something like that.
definitely.
So we'll see how that goes. And then moving on to festival questions. We're walking through this. How you feeling?
I'm doing great. I love it.
You're killing it. You're on top of it. Okay, so festival grounds. You kind of mentioned it a little bit, but from like the furthest stage, I guess what's like the distance between them? Like, is this an EDC Las Vegas? Like, it's going to take you 25 minutes to walk from like one
Definitely
stage?
not. Definitely not.
Okay.
I would say maybe the furthest from each other is like Jungle 51 to now. And
Okay.
it's still 10 minutes maybe with like traffic, like people traffic, which is honestly, there's not even that much people traffic because it's such like an open area, which is another thing I love about Okee.
Yeah.
It's
It's very
pretty
spread
like
out.
tight knit and like close, it's spread out, but it's also a little tight knit. The stages aren't that far from each other.
Okay. That's good to know. Are people
Jungle
still
51
kind of
is
like,
the furthest, pretty much.
okay, cool. Yeah. I want to get like, I like doing new festivals now because I'm like, you don't know what to expect. So I love that first, like, and I love that it's 4 days because that makes all the difference to me. Electric Forest would have felt like it lasted like a second if we didn't have Thursday to like
I know, right? By the fourth day,
explore.
like, I'm dead.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be rough, but at least we'll have like time to like figure things out on Thursday. So we'll figure all that out. Art installations. I know this is a big part of Okeechobee, but what like how is it? Are they everywhere? Do you have any like favorite art installations that have been
They're
really cool?
definitely everywhere. There's one inside of Jungle 51. They change it every year, and that's the thing I love. The one thing that always stays there is by Okeechobee. It's like this big wooden house. I wish I knew the name of it. I can't remember, but it's a nice little hangout spot. You can go inside of the house. There's seats. Like there's cool little disco balls. There's also like the tea
Nice.
lounge and the Grand Artique, which is kind of like a little
Oh, cool.
foresty chill area where they have a bunch of like live art going on and stuff like that. It's amazing, honestly. I love it.
Ooh, okay. See, I like that. So there's still like really cool, trippy things like throughout that you can
Yeah,
kind of just like
everywhere.
walk through.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck yes. I'm very excited about all that. That's the stuff I would just want to like explore and kind of like discover throughout the night. And like you said, save time to just be able to do like the kind of hidden stuff. Like you said, like the tea lounge. That sounds interesting. I don't know what that is, but I want to go
I
do
love
that.
the tea lounge. Tea lounge is one of my favorite parts of Okee for sure.
Okay,
It's a
sweet.
cute little like shaded area if you want to like rest, get some shade. One year they had like a compliment bar there where someone was standing and you would walk up and they would have
Aw.
every single person. It was super cute.
See, so I know this is probably like a big gifting festival as well.
It
Like
is,
I'm
definitely.
coming prepared. I've never made the clothespins before, but I bought like a pack of like 100 of them.
I love it. Oh my God.
So I was like, I feel like this would be a big clothespin festival. So we're going to actually like, I'm bringing them. So that's like our activity to do to pass time during the day. So we're going to like decorate them at
I know
our
people like
campgrounds.
stick little like stickers on people. But I
Yeah.
think that was at Forest that happened to me. Someone put a sticker and it said you're
Hmm.
spicy. I was like, when
Yes.
I was like, when did someone stick me with that? It was super cute though.
I love that. I mean, I'm in like the Facebook group and stuff like that. And you can tell people are already like thinking of things to give to each other, which I think just adds to the overall experience. But can you describe, you've kind of touched on it, but the crowd in general, like how are the people at Okee?
They're amazing. I can't say I've ever had like one bad experience with someone there. I know like usually there's always that one person who might like, be a little rude or whatever at Okee. Not at all. I can't
Yeah.
say I've ever had a bad experience. Everyone's
Okay.
so sweet, giving, like it's super nice.
It's not like an issue navigating
At
the crowd or
all, never
anything.
at all.
Yeah.
I love the community there. It's definitely one of the best parts about Okee.
Yay. I know. I can't wait to freaking go. And I should have asked this before. I forgot, but outfit wise, I get you and me are on the same level where I'm like, I know I'm going to have planned outfits. Like I have things I want to wear during the day, but then there's the other part of me that's like, you're going to put a
Everybody
onesie on at
chill.
night.
They actually do. Now that you just brought up onesies, they have like it's not like a set thing by Okeechobee, but like the people of Okeechobee created this thing every year where they do onesie night, and it's usually on Saturday.
Hell yes.
Saturdays.
Okay.
It's
So
super
we'll
cool.
be
And
in that
it's cute.
for
Everyone's walking
Tin
around with
Liquor.
little onesies. Yes.
Tin Liquor and Township Rebellion. I will be in my koala onesie. Just look out for
For
me.
outfits, I'm dressing pretty chill. The first year that I went, I tried to like go all out. And by the third day, I was so tired that I was like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just putting on some shorts and like calling it a day.
That's how I feel. Cause even with Thursday, cause last with, Forest, sorry, I keep referencing that. I'm like, that's only like real camping festival, but we had the day before, which was like setting up your campsite. And I just remember being like so fucking sweaty. And I was like, I was in whatever, jean shorts. Next, I was like, never fucking again. I'm coming in leggings. This is so uncomfortable. Why did I wear jean shorts? So for this time, like your check-in is the day that you still need to like get ready and still go. So even for that, I was like, I want to wear like a super fucking comfortable outfit just to like set up the campgrounds and stuff like that.
That's definitely a smart idea. Because
Yeah,
the
and just
first
be
year that I
cozy.
went, we got there a little late. It took us a couple hours to set up our campsite, and then by the time we were done, the sun was like already set.
That's what I mean. Yeah, Thursday seems like it's gonna go so fast. Does the music start later on Thursday anyway?
I think it starts at like 5 p.m.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, you just never know how I'm like, it's just the two of us. I have no doubt we will set up everything quickly. We're not gonna have that much anyway, but it will definitely be definitely be interesting to see how we do it, just the two of us. And then I guess I don't know if you've seen anything, but I just wanted to touch on VIP experience if anybody else is doing that. Have you seen like inside the festival? It sounds like they still have separate like viewing areas and
Yeah,
typical
I've definitely
stuff.
seen them. It definitely looks like a great option. They're a little bit closer to the stage. Obviously, there's more amenities, things like that going on. I've been really interested in doing it this year. It just wasn't in the cards for me. Maybe
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah. I know it depends. I'm like, as I get older and older, I'm like, I want the
Right.
separate bathrooms.
I literally I got a VIP ticket for EDC Vegas because I'm like, I can't anymore.
Yes.
Like sometimes I need a little bit of my own space, nicer bathrooms, the older you get.
Vegas, it does make, see, this is the thing. I'm like because like Izu, for example, you don't need VIP at Izu. Like it's such a small event. Like there's certain events where I'm like, it's probably not worth the money, but Vegas, like with the amount of people there and how it continues to grow, like 100% an option just to fucking navigate the crowd.
Definitely.
It's getting brutal
I don't
there.
think the crowds aren't too bad, but like I definitely think that VIP like near now, which is kind of like the main stage, is like a good idea because sometimes that area gets super crowded for big acts.
Okay, good to know. And then any like miscellaneous tips or advice, like things people should know if it's their first Okeechobee.
I would definitely just be prepared for the weather. That's the biggest thing. There's a lot of people like passing out, probably people who haven't been
Oh,
to
geez.
Florida. They don't understand like
Mm,
humidity, it's bad. Bug spray. Please bring bug spray. There's so
okay.
many ants. There's fire ants. There's spiders.
Oh,
There's
geez.
mosquitoes. Yeah, you gotta be prepared for that.
I keep hearing like to bring damp aid or something for your tent. Like people keep saying your tents can get really like
Yeah,
moist inside.
it's kind of like forest, since it's hot during the day and it like changes
Yeah.
to cold at night, there's like that condensation that gets like all over your tent. That can be
Mm.
like a little frustrating.
Fair enough. Yeah, I saw that people were like saying like literally take your blankets and your bedding out and put it in the car. And then when you come back out, like when you're going to sleep, like put it back. Otherwise everything's gonna be like damp and fucking cold.
Yeah, that happened to us the first year. It was like my first camping festival ever. I didn't know anything. And I came back
Mm-hmm.
to the campsite and I was like, my blanket is wet.
Oh, that I could
Yeah.
not imagine being cold and having a
Oh my God.
fucking
It was the
wet
worst.
blanket. That's what I'm saying though. But hopefully this is so helpful to you guys listening. Cause like even where we're at, like we're reading so much information, like I'm in all the groups, but then I think about people who like don't read anything, don't watch any tips videos, and I'm like, they just fucking raw dog it.
That is so brave. Honestly, I salute those people because my anxiety would never allow me to do that.
Yeah, no. That's what I mean though. I'm like, how can you not read anything or be like not prepared at
Just throw
all?
yourself right in.
Yeah.
Ballsy. It's ballsy.
I could never. No, I've been like reading up on everything just to like fully get prepared for it. And as far as leaving the festival, because this was a big thing that we got stuck in last year, what time should we be out on Monday? Like how bad is the traffic leaving?
Honestly, the traffic isn't too bad. There's so many like exits that I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. I ended up leaving like pretty late. Like I
Mm-hmm.
slept in so late to the point that they literally had to come knocking on my tent. Like, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And there was only bad traffic in like the surrounding area, but once you get like at least 15 minutes away from the venue, it's all good from there.
It's not bad. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah, because I know just with what I learned last time, I was like, even maybe like packing up our campsite beforehand, like leaving up our canopy, but just like packing everything else in the car. As tired as we are, I'm like, maybe we'll try to do that. So when we wake up, all we have to do is like take the tent down and then just go. But
because you'll be so tired too, and you're gonna wake up in the heat and just
yeah,
I have to like pack everything up now and go. Like,
it's gonna be brutal. Yeah, exactly. My flight's not till like 8 p.m. on Monday, so we have time.
smart, very smart.
I was like, let's just like leave it as long as we possibly can. But I just want to avoid sitting in traffic for like 4 hours trying to get out of like camp.
Yeah, no, that is not fun.
So we'll see. But all right, my last few questions, we're almost done here, is just in general to get people hype, like any other favorite memories or moments or things from your past Okies.
I would say my top memory from Okee was my first Okee. We were hanging out in the tea lounge, just looking around and everything. And my friend found this little box like in a tree, and it said a gift for a Leo. She was a Leo. And we opened it, and it was a beautiful little like crystal bracelet with a little note. It was so cool. It's so cute. I loved
What
it.
the hell?
I was like,
I would die. Okay, that's giving me ideas.
things like that happen so often at Okee. People leave like little hidden gifts everywhere. So definitely bring some stuff if you want to leave around, hide around.
Yeah, that's so cute. That's such a good idea because I feel like we would be into that stuff. But I have the clothespins. I have like other like surprise little gifts, but I made these little cards with different like nice sayings, and I was leaving those like all around forests and stuff and stickers and things. But yeah, I definitely want to brainstorm more on like a couple super special gifts to just like have for the right moment or something. I
haven't done anything like that ever, and I really want to.
Do it. Yeah. Find out. There's some good shit on Etsy. I've been looking a lot on Etsy to find stuff, or like I'll probably do another like Michael's run or something like that and just you know what I've seen a lot of? I still have them like mini canvases. People will just like take a canvas and paint like something really pretty on it. And I took a bunch of those home from Forest too. Yeah. I don't know like how my artistry would be on that, but we could try it.
That was so cool that I kind of want to like copy her idea. She gave me like a little fairy doll, and they had like a little, like, note taped to it. And when you opened it, the fairy had a name and a sign and a personality chart. Like,
oh my God.
It was adorable. I was like, this is genius.
That's so freaking cute. Okay. I'm going to have to think. We'll think on that more.
Brainstorm for sure.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, how are you feeling going into it? Are you ready to go, or like when does the prep start?
So excited. I have everything ready. I have my outfits bought. Everything's booked. I can't wait.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I gotta wait. I ordered one last minute outfit, so that's the last thing that's got to come in.
And I've ordered all of them. They're not here yet, but they're on their way.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's just like figuring out like, what our car will fit. I'm not even kidding. I like started packing my toiletries already, like for like a fucking month out.
That is this like
I'm ready to go. Yeah, because I don't think I've never really, the only things I've ever not really like forgotten, but just like things that happened, the tent locks that I had bought for my tent, it was a new tent. They didn't fit, like they were too thick to go through. So it wasn't a big deal. We didn't have anything expensive in there, but I wrote down like a note to like buy multiple tent locks just in case like the size doesn't fit. Cause that has happened to me. And the earplugs and eye mask.
Sure. Earplugs and eye masks are so important. I feel like for everything. Yeah. Because the Renegade's going on. There's never actually a moment where it's silent at a camping festival, I feel like.
Are you going with a big group?
I'm going with about like 6 people. Yeah.
Okay.
Since I'm local to Florida, it's like a yearly thing for like my friend group.
Right. I was gonna say you probably bump into a lot of people that you know.
Definitely.
Damn. Okay. We'll have to look. I don't know if you guys decorate your campgrounds or anything like that, but we'll have to come find you. I haven't
like done it as much as I want to. Like,
yeah,
I'm still getting there. I've only gone to like maybe like 4 camping festivals. I'm trying to get to that level. Like I see people's campsites and I'm like, wow, like
insane.
I really did the damn thing.
I know. I get that on my TikTok all the time of people just like, it looks so comfortable. Like they literally have like living rooms built. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's dedication. They probably all drive in together, but I aspire to be that level of comfort. So we'll see. I'm going to bring the tapestries and do all that kind of stuff. So that
we're going to do that this year too. I would definitely want to make our campsite more like homey and nice little area.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm so excited to go. We're going to do I want to do like multiple meetups and all that stuff. So I'll be posting about
I have to screenshot you guys. Because I might have to add this. Verizon users, good luck.
Right.
Okay. Verizon user, no service, 0 nada. Like your phone will literally be no service all weekend. T-Mobile and AT&T I've heard have like spotty service, but for Verizon, nothing.
Off the grid.
Yeah,
you're gonna be off the grid. That was actually, I was so concerned about battery power that I brought like literally 6 external like battery packs for my phone, and I think I went through only 3, but that was a big thing. I had no service at all at Forest. I had to tap into people's hotspot just to tell my husband I was alive. That was pretty much it.
I had the best service I think I've ever had at a festival at Forest.
That's so great. I had literally none.
Like opposite. I guess it just depends on your carrier, but everyone's
they
have service or they have none. There's no.
Yeah, but it'll be nice. Like we'll get lost in the moment and we'll enjoy it. And then when set times and stuff come out, we have to compare notes. But I will definitely be finding you for Tin Liquor and Township Rebellion.
Sure. I
That's
mean,
gonna happen.
you'll find me in Jungle 51.
Yeah, I'll be there a lot too. But plug where everybody can find you. What are all your handles?
Taylor Bruno is my Twitter, my Instagram, and also my TikTok. Same username.
Hell yes. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It was so good seeing you again. Taylor, hang tight. Everybody else, I will be back with some news. All right, fam, I hope you found that episode helpful. I know I personally learned a lot from Taylor today, and it got me even more excited for my first festival of the year. I honestly can't wait. We're in like a lull right now, resting, recuperating, and I'm honestly ready to go. So I'm super excited. But today we've got a lot going on in dance music news. So let's dive into our Rave Culture Cast recap. First up, I was very, very excited to hear about this news. But Oliver Heldens released a new record label under his alias Hilo, and it is called Hilomatic. It is a modern techno label by his alias, Official Hilo. We already have a couple tracks released, which are incredible. You guys know, like, as my taste has evolved, Oliver Heldens will always be one of my favorites, but his Hilo project, I think, is absolutely incredible, and the music he's put out on his own has been amazing. So to now have a record label as a platform to put out other artists, it's going to be amazing. So definitely go look at Hilomatic and check out some of the tracks that they have out so far. We have our stage hosts announced for Tomorrowland Belgium 2023. Obviously, some big ones that are super notable that are always there, like Afterlife, Core, we have Q Dance. But I also noticed that there was Zamna Tulum as one of them, which is really exciting because that's an amazing festival that happens in Mexico. We've got Anjuna Beats and Deep, Lost Frequencies, Hex, Glitterbox, a lot of incredible ones. Probably still way more to be announced, but I know tickets are already on sale. Global Journey packages, I believe, are on sale. And then we just have a bunch of festival lineups that have dropped. Actually, one more thing. DJ Snake was announced as a Super Bowl act, which is really exciting. So he's going to be playing some sort of set, which is really, really cool. So I'm excited for him. That's a huge announcement. And then lineups, like I mentioned, we had 5 notable lineups, I would say, within the past week or two. The first being Movement Detroit, which is usually all techno, a little bit of house music, but this is obviously in Detroit over Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th. Really, really incredible lineup. Amazing back-to-backs. You've got Charlotte DeWitt, Chris Liebig, Dom Dalla back-to-back. John Summit set has me quaking over here. Derek Carter back-to-back. Mark Farina is going to be amazing. Fiac, Georgia and Julie live. Green Velvet, Masters at Work. Like, absolutely incredible. Tasha. So that's on sale. If you guys are into house and techno, you need to go to that. Lightning in a Bottle also announced their festival lineup, which is exciting. Really interesting blend of music. Obviously, it's a little bit more multi-genre, but you do have some big headliners like Rez, Sophie Tucker, and Zoo. Tale of Us is playing. So jealous. You have Diplo, Ben Bomer, Blondish, LPGOB. Who else do we have on here? Georgia and Julie again. She's crushing it right now. Meme, Ellis Dream, Liquid Stranger, Token Monster. So really nice blend of acts on here. This is a pretty big one that I know people are very fond of. We also have Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge announced. Again, typical mainstream lineup that you would see out of Insomniac, but some really incredible acts on here. AC Slater, Will Clark, obviously. Pauline Hare is amazing. Nostalgics. We've got Gesture, Kaivan. Honestly, really incredible overall. Dylan Francis. You can't go wrong with Dylan Francis set. He's the freaking best. Whipped Cream, she's amazing. Honestly, really, really good overall. I feel like there's a lot of good acts. There's some up and coming people too, which is really exciting. So that is on sale now. And then last 2, we have Veld, which is a Canadian music festival. I think they kind of pulled it out the bag this year. I don't know. I think the lineup's really, really solid. This is August 4th through the 6th in Toronto. Your main headliners are Above and Beyond, Millennium, Loud Luxury, Rez and Dead Mouse playing back-to-back, Tiesto and Zed. But you've also got like Don Diablo, who I love, Eli Brown, James Hype, Jaws off the deep end. So I guess he's playing 2 sets. Morton, Medusa, Matroda, Slander, Sullivan King, 2 Friends. Really, really fire. So that's a fun one. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Bamboozle Music Festival full lineup. This is taking place May 5th through the 7th in Atlantic City, New Jersey. You guys might have heard me talk about this, but Bamboozle was my first music festival ever. I went it was like 8 or 9 years in a row. It was always more alternative and rock and pop punk, but they did have hip hop and rap. They did have some dance music over the years, but it's very nostalgic for me. It's coming back after like a 10-year hiatus, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, some of the big ones now that we have them, like you have Limp Bizkit on here, Papa Roach, Motionless in White, Boys Like Girls. Who else? Mayday Parade. Some big ones, Seosin. I used to fucking love Seosin. Valencia, We the Kings. Like all those kinds of people who would be like kind of nostalgic. And then on the dance music side, I know there's Steve Aoki on here. I forget who else was announced. Like you have Young Gravy. Kind of like a little bit of a mix of everything. I thought there'd be a little bit more dance music, but I think there's a couple names like still blurred out, so we'll see who else that they add. But that is everything, my friends. That is everything you need to know about dance music right now and the things going on. Again, if you enjoyed this episode, one thing you could do that would mean the world to me is make this your Instagram story and tag at Rave Culture Cast. Send a link to a friend, rate, review, subscribe, do all the things, you guys. It helps tremendously. And of course, if you want to join our online communities, we have a Facebook group and a Discord, which we are chatting in every single day. So come in, join the conversation. We would love to have you guys. Affiliate links, promotional codes, all that stuff will be linked down below, along with Taylor's information if you want to give her a follow. Huge shout out to her for coming on today. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you next week and at Okeechobee. Bye, guys.